Hope you find a very good reason to take advantage of what are just absolutely perfect mid-January temperatures, whole lot of sunshine. You know, we've been talking about our average daily high, and here we are sitting at the noon hour, and we're already seeing 46s in CJ and Carthage. Just a little bit cooler right there across the state line in Girard, but really all being said, like I said, it's a great day to get some fresh air. Wind hasn't been too bad. We knew it was going to increase. Now, we have seen anywhere from about 25 to 27 mile per hour gusts coming out of Joplin Regional Airport. Earlier this morning, we were already sitting at double digits, and it was one of those things that we knew it was going to increase as we got into the afternoon. At the same point in time, with the dropping humidity, we're still able to avoid any high wind warnings, any burn bans, or things of that nature. But, however, if you are so inclined, please know that with that humidity continuing to drop, just keep a close eye on everything. Now seeing 20 miles per hour also in Chanute and in Independence. Skywatch Storm Tracker looking absolutely gorgeous because as we update the high pressure system from where it was yesterday, we're actually going to see a little bit of movement, and what it does is carve out that complete area throughout the Midwest, surrounded by cloud cover, but absolutely no troubles for us as that winter storm that we saw yesterday head toward the mid-Atlantic. It's now broken up and completely gone, but we've been talking about the low pressure coming off the Pacific Northwest, and what we have is what's called an atmospheric river. So we talk about the old precipitable water map. Remember, that's if you had 5-gallon bucket that you stood in, how much water goes straight above you. Well, look at how far this takes off. We're talking on the other side of Hawaii right there, and this is why it's called an atmospheric river. It just takes all that precipitation and shoves it up against the west coast. Now, this is going to cause massive flooding concerns, and also, too, they're going to have the threat of mudslides, especially in those scarred areas from the wildfires of this summer. Right now, the biggest report, we've got 1.3 inches, and while that may not seem like a lot, got to remember, that's from about 9:30 our time. So that's 1.3 inches just in less than 3 hours, and it's just going to continue to rain. Now, this is also the low pressure system that we're keeping our eyes on by the time we get to Thursday. But for the time being, back-to-back days of glorious sunshine and temperatures that just cannot be beat. We'll go about 50. We're not going to be surprised if I don't see a 52, 53 by the time we get into the peak afternoon hours. But then overnight, once again, because of the clear skies, cloud cover, we lose that heat. We will be back down around the freezing mark with our wind chills dipping into the 20s. Just one of those things where every morning it's going to be chilly. By the time we get to the afternoon, you're not even going to need the coat. Now, Future Track's going to show you just how clear we are. And this is including cloud cover. Like I said, just back-to-back days of perfect weather. So when we transition to the national map, here's where we talk about the atmospheric river, the low pressure system on the Pacific Northwest, and what it means for us. This thing is going to dip in on Thursday. Now, while it starts off as snow here on the Rockies, by the time it moves through central Kansas, back into rain. So that's kind of the nice aspect of it. Now, we may see some flurries on Friday, but for the most part, Thursday is going to start as rain. But the other thing it's going to do is it drops down to the southeast right here. It's going to suck all of this cold air out of Canada, and we're going to have a cold front on our hands that does have the possibility of transitioning some of this by the time we get to the weekend. And so that's why when we throw up the panels on Saturday and Sunday here, we do see a little bit of snow. It's not going to be anything major. We're not talking about winter storm capabilities, but we could even throw that into Monday for Martin Luther King Day as well.
All right. Look, a little bit of everything there, but I'm going to enjoy tomorrow, that's for sure.
And enjoy today, too. Like I said, take every advantage of just a gorgeous January afternoon.
There you go. All right, thanks, Michael.